Bulls, bulls, and more bulls. This week, Freddie is sending his best friend Matt and his father Bill to Alaska for a bull moose. While on the Harteis Ranch, the Hollywood Hunter is hosting Jamie Hess for an epic elk hunt. Presented by Arms Corps and Ammo and More.
So Matt Lingle and I and his father booked a hunt with Red Bear Guides up in Alaska to hunt moose, and none of us have ever done it. It's always kind of paralleled the dates of all my elk hunts. So I was hopeful that we could go get this thing done, and as it got close to the date, I realized that I was just too busy and I need to put my clients first here at the Harteis Ranch. I decided to back out last minute, but still sent Clint as a cameraman so we could put together some great footage out with Matt.
For Freddie to have to come to this decision, it was a rock and a hard place. He was stuck between the commitment that he made to come here and the commitment that he has to his paid clients.
And also the clients that were coming in were going to be just stoked because they were getting my full attention. I am full steam ahead, rocking and rolling with my clients and making sure that they have a world-class experience.
To hang out with my dad for the week, gonna have an unbelievable adventure. With the Hollywood Hunter, actually without the Hollywood Hunter. We're here in Anchorage, Alaska. We're headed to Beluga. We're currently here, and we're going here about 4 inches. It'll take us about a couple hours. Coming here, we didn't know what to expect. Where are we going, Clint?
No, we're going moose hunting.
A little trepidation, you know, getting on these planes. Anything's better than getting on those float planes, I think.
I am Bill Lingle, Matt Lingle's dad. Honored to be here, having a great time in Alaska. A tremendous amount of scenery. It was a great flight in.
Filming a moose hunt in Alaska, that's just like a bucket list for me. I'm Creek Butler. I run Red Bear Guides. We're in an area of Alaska called 16B. We have a small cabin that we stay in to eat and hang out and dry things out.
Here we are with Red Bear Guides. Super stoked to be here. Krieg's made us feel very welcome already. We're gonna get our rifles sighted in and we're gonna grab some dinner and get ready to go after it tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Epic landscapes. We're gonna take 3 shots, 1 each, and we'll be good. So one of the things you always think about is the type of equipment and the type of gun and the type of ammo that you're gonna use. We were blessed to be part of the Savage family, and we shot the 300 Win Mag, Arms Corps ammo in that 300 Win Mag. Great ammunition, great guns. I'm gonna kick your ass tomorrow. Right. Nobody, even Hollywood, that I would rather share this moment with than with my dad. Sorry you can't be here, Freddie, but only winners come to Alaska.
He knew I wanted to be in Alaska with him. I didn't realize he was going to rub it in. So Jamie Hess and I met over a decade ago on an airplane at all places and become buddies. He started coming out 7 years ago, and it seems like he comes about every year. He's killed some great bulls, he's killed some great bucks with me. Loves the experience and bringing other clients along for the adventure as well.
My name's Jamie Hess. So I've been fortunate to kill some great elk out here, and I wanted one better than the one I had. My first bull, I got a 325 6x6, and You know, I just had it in my mind. I've seen the opportunity that this place presents.
Perfect shot.
I put Steve with Jamie because they work great together and they're great friends now because they've both been out here working together, killing some elk and deer in the past.
I've been looking forward to it all year.
This year, Jamie brought two of his right-hand guys within his company, Bob and John, who are brothers. These guys are workhorses, and Jamie's going to treat them to an awesome elk hunt.
Armscore Ammo. Right on target, right on the price. Big R has what you need to enjoy the great outdoors. BigROnline.com. Excalibur Crossbows, the most accurate hunting crossbow. ExcaliburCrossbow.com. Ripcord Arrow Rest, Bowhunter's #1 selling fall-away rest. Scent Crusher. Scent off, game on. Hollywood Hunter is also brought to you by these fine sponsors. Presented by Conquest Scents and Raptor Razor. Hunters in Alaska and hunters on the HR. While Matt and Bill are out looking for a giant moose, Freddie is sending out Jamie to take down an elk on the Harteis Ranch. Come with us as the adventure kicks into high gear.
So here we are, another great week elk hunting. The bulls are bugling. It's a little windy today, but we're gonna make the best out of the situation. So we're gearing up, heading out. We're gonna have a great day. We sit in the middle of almost 250,000 private acres, and to me, that's what's so exciting is there's so many big bulls around here that allows opportunity for guys that are really dreaming of getting themselves a big one.
This morning we got out to this high lookout point, looking out over a big area here.
Day one of the hunt, we're working our way out to this place that they call the Tin Cup, and it's this beautiful overlook.
Day one, got my main guide here, Hunter. Our guide, Hunter, 21 years old, you'd never guess it, has the experience of a guide that's been in the field for 20 years.
Like I said, a lot of times you'll see his butt or you'll see his shoulder or his neck or a paddle.
My name is Hunter Keogh, born and raised here in Anchorage, Alaska. I work for Red Bear Guides here in the fall. My parents own a fishing charter all summer, so I fish for them all summer and then hunt for Krieg here in the fall. Grew up hunting. My dad and I have hunted all over the state of Alaska, moose, caribou, bear, goats, pretty much anything that Alaska has to offer.
We're excited to be here. Got to hang out with the guys and meet everybody last night. Great group of people.
So my best friend, Matt Lingle, I mean, he's my ride or die buddy, and he's been through a lot of stuff with me, and he is on the Hollywood Hunter Pro staff, and he's hunted with me all over the world.
We do have some impending weather, so we are a little stressed out. Potential storm for the next 3 days that could hunker us down.
I love Alaska, it's amazing, but it is roughing it.
Viewing platform here. VIP seating.
And I respect that, but I think well, Matt's cold and wet, and bugs are eating him alive.
So, bugs.
I'll be sitting here in the lodge, listening to my country music with my Sonio speakers, riding around in the buggy.
The elk, we've had more opportunities at looking at elk that were over 300 inch than we've ever had before.
It's about 3 o'clock, 3:30. We're getting ready to go back into 360 Pond, back in Bandera Canyon. Had a whole bunch of elk move in there this morning. We're gonna go sit in the ambush blind and try to ambush them over the water hole. See if we can't get it done tonight. So we got a ways to walk. It's hot, so we're gonna come to water. Should be a good night. So we'll get it done. I'm excited.
In hot pursuit of a great bull. We just figured if we put them in good stands, they'd get a shot here.
Yeah, he's just eating. He's taking his time. Is he a shooter? Yeah, he's a shooter. Is he by himself? He's by himself, yeah. He's kind of, looks like he's just circling. Oh, there's another one behind him now. Nice 6-point bull. Probably like 320 bull. Yeah, he's nice. If he comes down, I definitely want you to take a shot. He's a good one. Is it better to wait till he's in the water? Yeah.
To make it a shooter bull, the restrictions are 3 brow tines, which means he has 3 points sticking straight out in front on his actual brow palm, not his main paddle. or you're looking for a bull that's over 50.
Hunter began calling. We spotted the moose. Big bull. We look at the moose, we go, oh, and Hunter goes, we need to shoot him right now.
Matt has moose paddles in sight and is ready to pull the trigger on the Savage arms. While back in Colorado, the Hollywood Hunter is setting up Jamie for a monster bull elk. Here we go.
We spotted the moose, and Hunter goes, we need to shoot him right now. 1,000 yards away, far. The Vortex optics have been fantastic. The binoculars, Talon HD, have been fantastic. I mean, everything about Vortex has been really good for the trip.
Hunter's putting together a game plan for us to get after that moose that we just spotted.
We decided to go on a little spot and stock. Wild Alaska is truly that.
Everything in Alaska is wet, even if it's sunny.
Down into a ravine, and you come out of the ravine, and you're into more alders. And then you're into more swamp, then you're into more alders.
Well, you know, Alaska's a tough place, and this brush that we walk through is not easy to walk through.
About 300 yards from a good-looking bull. We're gonna get in there and take a closer look at him. So we keep going and going and going. And he put us right in about 100 yards of that moose, closed the gap to about 220 yards, and was standing there facing us, downwind of us.
A lot of times he'll stop and he looks like he's looking right at you. Well, he's not actually looking at you. A moose can't see forward. He can see out to the sides really well. That way he's looking for predators, but when he is doing that, he's listening really, really intently.
Walked right in, started calling. And then he popped up and he's like, shoot him. Shoot, shoot. Got him. Way to go, Woo! That is awesome.
Nice bull.
I get a picture of a moose. It was awesome. I mean, it's probably one of the biggest things on his bucket list. I really want to go up there and get one of these days.
He just shot a moose of a lifetime. Just amazing when you see the rack.
Very, very impressive animal.
Unbelievable. Hunter, thank you.
Meat, our pilot, he'll make special effort to come over and get it that day so it doesn't spoil. We can get meat out of here within 2 days.
Thanks to Matt getting a moose on the first day, we were eating like kings throughout the week.
We got moose tenderloin, just came off the grill from Matt's bull.
There's no excuse to let any meat go to waste. Every little bit of the meat goes to somebody.
Out there at 360 blind.
There's another elk way up high. Way up high. There's more than one. This one doesn't look that big. No.
My job as a premier outfitter, we do our best to get them in front of the animals, and then it's up to them to carpe diem, seize the moment. We're in their back pocket, where they're helping them, guide them through that process, but at the end of the day, they're the one behind that arrow.
I didn't take the shot. Seen other great animals. You don't know how many opportunities you're gonna get. So I guess we'll wait and find out. The second morning, we're climbing up over the mountain. Steve says, hey, we're gonna go over here to this saddle and we're gonna set up here. I think that there's a good opportunity. We heard him below. I just trust Steve's instincts.
So we came up to Apache this morning. The wind's tucking the elk down. So we're gonna sit here on the saddle and we'll see if we can't get him an elk this morning.
We're in some scrub oaks. I looked back up and there was these horns coming through the grass.
A great bull come in about 30 yards, circled him on the ground.
So I had like 2 seconds to shoot. I let an arrow fly.
Did you see the shot? I can't see the arrow hit it. I'm gonna go take a look. Good news and bad news. All right, give me bad news. The bad news is that it looks like you missed it. Good news is we got your arrow back. Looks like I cleaned this. So, you know what? He's not wounded. We didn't spook him. He's still in here.
Throws an arrow and shoots in front of him.
So my confidence had to be rebuilt a little bit. Went down, checked my bow, shot a few arrows, made sure everything was good. Not really knowing what the evening's going to bring. At this point, hunter 0, elk 4.
Arms Core Ammo. Right on target, right on the price. Big R has what you need to enjoy the great outdoors. BigROnline.com. Excalibur Crossbows, the most accurate hunting crossbow. ExcaliburCrossbow.com. Ripcord Arrow Rest, bow hunters' #1 selling fall-away rest. Scent Crusher. Scent off, game on. Hollywood Hunter is also brought to you by these fine sponsors. Presented by Conquest Scents and Raptor Razor. A moose tag may be filled up in Alaska, but back on the Harteis Ranch, time is running out for Jamie. After an epic miss, he has one more chance to find an elk and try to bring him home for dinner.
Jamie had a great opportunity. He's going out with Steve, going up into one of my favorite spots, a Big Fred Pond.
It's a little bit windy up here.
So I'm looking at how far the distances and stuff are.
Jamie's an incredibly patient individual. He waits for the right opportunities. He's seasoned when it comes to killing some great bulls, so he wanted to go home with something either bigger than what he already has or go home with nothing.
He opens the window. We're sitting there, and out his window says, I see them, they're coming in hot. I didn't realize that what he's seen was a whole herd running into the pond. That was amazing.
There's another one. There's another one.
This is a little over 300-inch bull.
He's good too.
I seen more elk still running in, so we kind of waited a little bit to see what else was coming. And he jumped in the water, gave me all kinds of opportunities. In the pond, 20 yards to 30 yards, which is perfect.
When you have a good bull, a 300-inch bull in front of you, broadside at 15 yards, it's hard not to take that shot.
It's tempting. It's very tempting, especially when the one you're looking for is not in sight. It wasn't what I was looking for. Wasn't it? And in walked this magnificent bull. That was definitely the herd bull. I knew that was the shooter I was looking for. That bull was probably about 25 yards from us. The wind's swirling, don't know what's going to happen. We waited, which seemed like an eternity, probably like 30 seconds.
These big elk, we got them pretty much pegged and figured out. They beat us sometimes, but most of the time, we're going to bring them home with us.
I knew we had a small window. He never committed to the pond. There was a really good chance that he was going to take off. The smaller bull gets out of the water and ironically comes right below us to about 16 yards. Steve goes, here comes the other bull. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding, because it's 16 yards is where this smaller bull's standing. The larger one comes right at it to chase it off and then stands there at 16 yards looking at this other bull broadside right in front of us. The elk looks straight up. I drew the bow back. I thought what I made was a good shot.
He's bleeding.
You have no idea how good that feels. Look, I'm still shaking.
Look right there.
Not only do we have to have great guides, we got to have great personalities. We got to have people that really care. As clients come in, oftentimes they're building lifelong bonds with my team, and I love that because that's what hunting's all about. It's so much more than a kill. It's the relationships, the team building out in the field. I'd love some meat. So you take what you want and then we'll take the rest. It's great. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thanks. Because we'll use it for the ranch. So my favorite part is the Raptor Razor. They're so awesome. They're so awesome.
See, you like the Raptor Razor now? Oh, I've always loved it. It's amazing.
Red Bear Guides is an outstanding operation. We've had crazy opportunities.
Wow, this is amazing.
Matt fortunately was able to kill his moose on the first morning, and since then we couldn't quite close the deal. We saw them, but we didn't quite get them. But it was a great experience.
Disappointing, and these guys worked pretty hard to get this stuff all put together.
He was happy. He understood we were hunting. There was not a 100% success rate. Luckily, we were able to put one bull on camera.
And we've enjoyed phenomenal meals with moose. Moose is great tasting, it's great eating. Maybe that's a little to do with the cook, Mary. Phenomenal cook. Red Bear Guides, thank you very much for the hunt. Krieg, hats off to you. Great job. We really enjoyed our stay here, and thank you, Hollywood Hunter.
You can get a hold of Red Bear Guides or myself, Krieg Butler, redbearguides.com.
Extremely excited and proud of Matt and Bill and the chance that they had to create memories together as a father and son.